Hey, my 2A, welcome back, my family. Today I got this bad boy for you from CVlife. Country Value Life, guys. I got the Wildhawk Solar. Now, you say to yourself, Rod, what's the difference between this dot and some other dots out there? It's got an internal battery, and the solar panel is actually what charges that battery. It does not have a battery to replace. So yes, Holosun did originally really pull that solar system out there, but this one's slightly different. You don't have a battery to replace. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. Right off the bat, I'm impressed with this. The box itself says a lot about what CVlife, I think, is aiming for. I think they're trying to go after Holosun and potentially, CVlife as well. I say this because this company comes from China, just like Holosun does, just like CVlife does. And just by the impression of what this box gives, you can tell they're doing them more professional than what they did with the Wolf Covert, right? It's kind of like what CVlife did originally with their boxes too. There's an improvement in them. And sometimes that says something about a company, because if they're focusing on how their product is looking to you as a consumer, 9 times out of 10, the product itself is also improving. So let's talk about what it says on the box. CVlife Wildhawk Multiple Reticle Solar Red Dot. Compatible with the RMR MOS 21 millimeter Picatinny, 2 MOA dot, 40 MOA circle. Motion awake technology. For some of you guys who don't know what that is, shake awake. 2000G shockproof, 10 brightness settings, anti-reflecting coating, IPX7, which right now I can tell you just the IPX7 alone is better right off the bat than what I originally had with my Wolf Covert. My Wolf Covert was 6, and what's the difference? So 6 is water resistant, 7 is more waterproof, so it can actually be submerged. I can't remember the meters, but it can be submerged within so many meters and it won't affect the dot system itself. I'm not telling you to go swim in this thing. I'm not saying that either. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. It comes in this box, okay? Like I said, right off the bat, I'm more impressed with the way they've packaged things, okay? You got your instructor manual, which CVlife has done a really good job on their instruction manuals. Nice and illustrated. I like the fact that they actually are colored. It's got your how to properly zero it right there, okay? Really good job. Tells you all the screws that it comes with. In fact, tells you M3 screws, 3 of them, M4 screws, 3 of them, M3.5 screws, 3 of them, so on and so on. What else does it come with? Your cleaning cloth, a ton of screws, like I said. You have your plate that is actually for your MOS. Okay, so if you had a Glock and you wanted to use the plate, which I'm telling you right now, just touching that plate. Listen, guys, I work on a shitload of Glocks, right? And I can tell you that the MOS plates suck. This right here, right off the bat, this is what the plate should be like. I don't know why Glock can't get that right. Not sure why. I can't answer that. But that's how your plates should be. Right here, you have your high-rise Picatinny. That's the dot. I'm gonna put that on the side. That's the last thing we're gonna look at. Booyaka, your low-rise. 2 of them. And I think this is important because if you have an AR system that you really like, you have the ability to put a high-rise and a low-rise. When you guys see the window size on this, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. You have your adjustable for your elevation and windage, and also your for your screws. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up and pull this thing out. All right, guys, look how pretty that is. That is beyond clean. Look at that glass. Solar panel. Look how clean that glass is, guys. That's the reflection that they put on the glare for it and the sun and whatnot. I mean, it is done beautiful, guys. Very minimal. Even the CVlife itself is very minimal. you have your dot, your plus and minus on the side there. Really, really nice. You know, the other thing that I've noticed about this, that, you know, a lot of these dots, when you get them, right off the bat, the first thing you'll see when they're lower end dots is typically you'll find glue around the glass. As you guys can see, that is definitely not the case. That's done very well. Very, very well. I'm really impressed by that. Kudos to you guys. Good job on that one. The glass is, I mean, the glass is phenomenal, guys, on this. But you can see what I'm talking about. You imagine that on your AR system, that you'll catch, your target acquisition will be beautiful on that, right? So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on. If you hit the plus button, it turns it on. If you hold down the minus button, it turns it off. If you hold the plus button for 3 seconds, you can change your reticles. Okay. There is the dot. Let me go ahead and give you guys the 40 MOA. There it is. Okay. Back to the dot because I like the dot. All right, that's your full 40 MOA. Boom. Okay, what's your difference? So you have the circle with the dot in it, your circle, and then just your dot, right? I prefer just the dot, me personally, guys. But that's me. So there's your dot again. All right. Super clean, super clean. I mean, super clean dot. Very impressed by that. I gotta say, guys, I know that this is supposed to be a lower budget red dot, but I have to give them credit where credit is due. They've done a really good job on what they've created here, guys. I gotta give credit. I mean, look at that, guys. And, you know, and I remember that the Wolf Covert, if you guys watch my RXM video on the Ruger and Magpul collaboration, I was really impressed with that dot as well. It was zeroed right out of the box. I can't wait to see if this is as well. So you have your windage and you have your elevation. I'm sorry, your elevation and your windage. So let's go ahead and just so you guys can hear if it's tacked and auto, right? Here we go. You heard that? There it goes. It is auto and tack, guys, which that's important. You should be able to feel it and you should be able to hear it. I've told you guys many a times, that's one of my biggest pet peeves about red dots. I do not like when companies cheap out on that. Good on you, CVlife, good on you. I gotta say, guys, I'm really impressed on this. When I get the gun that this is gonna go on, I'll go ahead and do a video of the gun and then with this on it. I don't want to tell you yet, guys, what gun that's going on because I kind of have a love-hate relationship with that company. Love their products. Wasn't too happy with their customer service after some of the stuff that happened. I have heard that things have changed, and I'll talk more about that when I get it. So with that said, guys, thank you again for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoy this unboxing. Like I said, this is a brand new red dot. It hasn't been out on the market long at all. Hope you guys liked it. Guys, make sure you're staying vigilant. Make sure you carry and be ready to do the right thing. Take care, my two-way.